So I'm only going to apply this guy to my edges. I beg, I don't want drama. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Rita and I'm thrilled to have you here today. So today I am going to be showing you 2 more recipes to the original onion juice recipe, something that you can try on your hair if you cannot sustain the first recipe. So if you haven't seen the first recipe, I'm going to link it up and in the description box. Feel free to check that out. I'm going to be showing you 2 more recipes on how you can use onion juice for your hair. One of these recipes will be easy to store over a long period of time. I recommend not storing it for more than 15 days. Okay, so 2 weeks maximum, and then you discard. But I'm going to show you those 2 methods today. So if the first recipe has been difficult for you to sustain, then you can try out these other recipes. They are as effective as the first. So if you want to see that, then stick around and go nowhere, like absolutely nowhere. Meanwhile, if this is your first time on this channel, don't forget to hit the like icon, also hit the bell icon so that you are notified whenever I have a new video out. You can also click subscribe, very important, and then put a comment in the comment section so that I know if you enjoy content like this and I am motivated to create more. Okay, let's just get into it because now this hit is something else. All right, lovelies, welcome back. So as I said, I'm going to be showing you 2 different methods on how you can use the onion juice. Okay, this is so much fun. Like, I just need you all to see the recipe close up, so I am not showing my face for a while, but this is it. So the first method, we're going to be using the peels, okay, the back peels, right? If you buy onions in bulk, then you definitely have seen this time and time. It literally sheds itself. That is what we're going to use. Please don't peel your onions, okay? Don't remove the peel from the onions. Oh my god, I'm crossing my camera. All right, so like I said, 2 methods, okay? So for the first one, we're going to be using the peel, the onion peels. This is basically, if you buy onions in bulk, then you definitely know how you can get this very easy. If you know someone who sells onions, you can walk up to them and ask them to give you just the peels, just a few pieces of the peels. Oh, by the way, did you know that if you buy onions in bulk and you leave your peels in the midst of your onions will last longer? I bet you didn't know that. Well, you are welcome. That's why you should just subscribe already. Like, really, what are you waiting for? Subscribe, okay? Yeah, so the first method, we're going to be using the peels. Please do not take the peels off your onions, all right? Do not take the peels off your onions. Just the peels that shed itself, that is what you're going to use, okay? Well, if it's hanging from your onions, then maybe you can pull it out, but do not literally peel that out. So these are different peels, as you can see. This is going to be what I use for the first formula. Now, onions is rich in sulfur, and that's why it supports hair growth. This is going to be the first formula, the first method. The second one is the onions itself. I'm going to go ahead and dice this, chop this, cut this, whatever nomenclature resonates with you, just use that. All right, so that's what we're going to do with this one. Now let me start off here. I am just going to wash this, and there are 2 ways you can do this actually. You can wash this and then boil, or you can wash, steep into hot water, let it sit, let it cool off, and then you use. But I am going to be boiling today, so let's get into the washing part. For the washing part, I'm going to be washing thoroughly, and you want to wash thoroughly. You want to take out those molds that are sometimes hidden in between, you know, like black stuff like that. You want to completely take that out. So you're going to wash this thoroughly because you don't want any germs or molds in your hair. So wash that. I'm going to wash this twice, but I'm just going to show you the first round. And don't leave this in the water for too long, okay? So for the purpose of this video, I dipped it all in the water, but usually I'll just put 1 piece at a time. Wash that and we are done. Okay, so want to take your time. You can wash this over running water. That's very fine. If you do that, then you would not need to wash it twice. Some parts of the onions you can cut out, like this part is not coming out, so I'm just going to cut that out. I'm going to dispose that. Okay, so yeah, basically that's how it goes. Just wash that. Make sure you get your hands all over the piece so that anything that can come out is out. Very important, very, very important. So this first method is actually odorless. Not as odorless as the original method where you have to grate the onions. Again, check out the description box for the video that I have linked. Okay, I'm comfortable with that. So check out the initial video that I have put linked to this one. You will definitely learn more about the original method. So this is not as odorless as that, because I'm telling you, like, even washing this guy already, I can perceive the onions out of this. So it just depends on you and what you can live with. Okay, so I'll recommend you try all the methods and just choose the one that is convenient, comfortable for you, the one that ticks all your boxes, and then you stick with that. All right, so but if you're looking for something you can preserve for a longer period of time, then this method is your go-to. If you are, I'm just going to dispose all of this. If you are looking for something you do once, maybe only on your wash days, stick with method 1. If you are looking for something you can do in between and you don't have to preserve over a long period of time, then wait for method 3. Okay, so this is officially method 2 because method 1 is the first original video. So this is method 2, and then method 3 is coming right up. Method 3 is basically this guy. We're going to be cutting this guy. So I'm going to use that. I am not going to use too much for this. Please always leave your onions in the skin, makes it last longer, and I'm not going to use all of this bad boy, so I'm just going to cut out the part that I don't need. All right, this onions is trying to embarrass me. Your father, yeah. All right, so now I can take the skin out since I'm using all of this. See the molds I spoke about earlier. So whatever method you are using, you're going to need to wash. Okay, so let me just adjust this so that you can see that right there. So yes, I've taken out that part. If there are any, you know, those black or unnecessary things in between, you can also take it out. Yeah, okay, so I just go ahead and dice. You can dice as tiny or as fat as you want it to be. There's no rule to this game, okay, but you're just going to cut this so that it's easy for you to bring it to a boil. I like to cut before I wash if I am using it on my hair. I don't know why, but if I'm using it on my hair, I cut before I wash. But when I'm cooking, I actually wash before I cut. I don't know why, but whatever. So you don't have to cut it the way I've cut it. You don't have to wash after cutting. Just cut the onions. If you're going to wash it first, wash it first. If you're going to cut it first, cut it first. But cut the onions, and then we'll also bring this to a boil. Now for method 2, you can either steep in hot water like I mentioned, or you bring it to a boil. But for method 3, you definitely have to bring it to a boil. So I don't know if you can hear that, but method 2 is already boiling. So I'm just going to pick this out and bring this to a boil. Okay, so we have method 2 there, all boiled. Now I'm just putting method 3 over the stove, and I'll be bringing a glimpse of that to you in a bidi. So something about, I'm so sorry if you can hear the dog barking in the background. Oh boy. Right, so something about method 2, and if you do not know, this is method 2. I'm just going to make sure all of this is dipped into and covered by the water to the best of my abilities. Okay, so I'm going to let that cool, and it'll be ready to use when it's all cool. So something about method 2, that's this guy, is that I read somewhere that you can actually I am laughing at myself even before I say this. Do not laugh at me, okay? But I did read somewhere that you can use this on your face. Go figure. It contains a lot of collagen. Now, collagen is something that is necessary. It's a type of protein that is existent in the hair and skin and also nails, right? So this blog I read actually said that onion juice, because it contains a lot of collagen, is absolutely great for the face. It restores your face. It gives it that shine, that glowy, childish kind of smooth skin. I am going to be trying that out. I think my next video I am going to be showing you, or one of the videos, because I have to do like 30 days before I show you the results. So I'm going to be trying this for 30 days and then I'll show you the result. I'm going to be trying it on my face. So subscribe if you haven't and hit that bell icon so that when that video is out, you'll be one of the first few people to be notified. Okay, so let's take this out and bring guy number 2. So ladies and gentlemen, method number 3. All right, so this guy, as you can see, is almost colorless. I'm also going to leave the onions in this until it cools down, but as you can see, this is almost colorless. This you can also preserve, but not as long as method number 2. If you're going to preserve this, I'll say 7 days at most. Store in the refrigerator. If you're going to preserve method number 2, you can preserve it for as long as 14 days. Okay, so this I'll be using on my edges on a daily basis, while method number 2 I'll be using on my scalp and on my face. Face, y'all, my face. If you haven't seen the video where I talked about my face and my facial routine and how I moved from no acne, how did I move from no acne to acne? How I moved from acne to no acne, check out my previous video, which I'm going to link to this one, and I'll put it also in the description box right below. So let's get into the concluding part of this video. So let's look at these babies one more time. This is formula 2, right? And this is formula 3. I'm saying formula like formula 1. Like, I don't know anything about cars, but I really want to be a formula 1 driver one day and just like participate in car race or something. I know, right? Before I round off on this video, I want to mention that I have an ebook available for every single individual. So whether you are just starting your hair journey, you are transitioning or trying to transition or thinking about it, wherever you are in your hair journey, this ebook is packed with so much information. You basically learn about your hair, the characteristics of your hair, the anatomy, the physiology of your hair, why your hair is the way it is, how you can take care of it. There are bonuses also in the ebook. There is a worksheet that helps you to identify the things you should be doing to your hair based on your hair type and your hair characteristics. Also, there is a tracker, which is an additional bonus that helps you to track the activities you're doing, the frequency, so that you don't miss out on any of the activities that you are actually supposed to do for your hair. The aim of this book is to help you to achieve that optimal hair health and then growth. So I'm going to put a link in the description box and also in the comment section. Do check that out and make sure you get the ebook. It is for everyone so that you can make the most of your hair. If you want one-on-one consultations with hair expert or trichologist, all you have to do is to click the link to the consultation in the comments and also the description box. Well, I wish you the best in your hair journey and I look forward to seeing how far you can go. Okay guys, welcome back from the kitchen. That was fun, right? So I'm going to try both recipes on my scalp and you're going to see how I'm going to be using both. So if I were to use one at a time, I would apply differently. I'll definitely apply when I want to wash my hair and stuff. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to apply both recipes on my scalp and I'm going to be showing you how, all right? I'm also going to be breaking out and telling you which one has an odor and which one is odorless. Okay, so I'm going to be starting with recipe number 2. Now this guy has less odor. For sure, less odor. It doesn't smell as much. And this, because it is almost odorless, I'm going to be applying it to all the lines in my scalp currently. So yes, I'm just going to get this all over my, make sure this guy is damp, right? There we go. I just need to add more. Yeah, damp like that. I'm using a spray bottle. Feel free to use any kind of bottle you want to use, but I'm using a spray bottle because, stay tuned. So I'm just going to follow through with the lines currently in my scalp. I'm crazy. I don't mind if it touches my hair, but if you are too careful, you don't want it to touch your hair, then you might want to wait till wash day or you line your head as you apply. But I'm just putting this all over the lines on my hair, just like that. Yeah, okay, so very simple. Now let's get into recipe 3. Okay, so recipe 3, ooh, I can feel recipe 2 doing some work in my scalp. Okay, so recipe 3 right now, right? This guy has a smell, not gonna lie. It does have a smell. So I'm only going to apply this guy to my edges. I beg, I don't want drama. So yeah, this guy is more colorless, but deodor, right? Yeah, so this guy only for my edges, just like that, just like that, just like that. Feel free to give your scalp a massage when you're done, especially if you are heading into a wash, because then you will not be scared if it touches the strands of your hair. But if you're not, feel free to just apply it to your scalp and move on, okay? So yeah, that's it. That's how I use the onion juice. First recipe, second recipe, third recipe. Okay, so basically that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't checked out the first video I talked about, again, I'm going to put a link in the description box. Feel free to check that out. Also, give this video a thumbs up. hit the subscribe icon, hit the bell icon so that you're notified whenever I have a new video out. You can also check out my other videos and drop your girl a comment. Okay, it makes me know that you like this kind of content, and then I work my ass out to get more content to you with love. Yes, so don't forget to also watch out for that onion on my face video, because I am definitely doing this 30 days of onions on the face. Okay, I am doing this. I am not freaking out. I am not going to stop 30 days, I promise. Thank you so much for watching. That's it for this video. I remain your girl, Rita Ralph, and of course I'll see you in my next video, and until then, be blessed. Bye.